So there's like a group of people surrounding a man. A group of people surrounding a man, and the reason why they surround him is because he has really great manifestation skills. Okay? But he's been moving different. For good reason. Protecting his energy. That's good. Because these people around you were trying to cause you burdens. Okay? They're collaborating to cause you burdens. Okay? Could have been collaborating with an air sign, Queen of Swords, to create a tower in your life. Okay? They've been entering third party after third party to create towers in your life. Somebody's been directing this. I'm getting constable. So it could be a cop, but it doesn't have to be. Like, protect yourself from this group, because this group is being investigated for more than just what they put onto you. Oh, that's relevant. They could be trying to put something onto you and give false information together. You see how they're together? And then that guy is kind of like shining a flashlight. I'm getting a flashlight. And then they have like a list. Look how long that list is. They have a list of things to weigh you down. Okay, so behind the scenes collaborating together to set you up for something that they did, pain that they caused. This is like frame energy. This is like getting framed energy. And that's why it's good that you're protecting your energy. They're trying to make you feel foolish for doing this. They're trying to make you feel like you're going to lose out doing this. You're going to lose out if you switch up. You're going to lose out if you negotiate. You're going to lose out if you try to change something up for you. Could be about someone you're attracted to. They're like, you'll be a damn fool for trying to do that, for taking that path. This community is trying to entrap you to go to jail or be killed. Okay? And that's why, that's why they're like trying to protect this by like this idea, the tower. Someone could be going to jail for a poisoning here. Community tried to poison a Queen of Wands. A community tried to poison a Queen of Wands, okay? They tried to kill this woman. So the woman that these people are scared you're going to have a new beginning with, okay, it could be someone who has very great manifestation skills themselves, who's called judgment on these people who tried to kill her. Okay, so they think that you're going to take a leap of faith with this woman, and that's why you're protecting your energy. Somebody's mad that you're listening to a prophet. Somebody's mad that you're listening to a prophet and moving different. You're moving different, but it's like for good reason. Keep trusting your intuition. It's like someone's allowing their guides to actually, they're listening. Somebody's being obedient when it comes to listening to their guides, okay? You could be like in your feelings about like being a third party or causing heartache and pain, or like being conflicted in the mind due to a third party and your own heartache and pain. Okay, you feel like all these people ever wanted was a handout. All these people ever wanted was to, I'm hearing shack up. All these people ever wanted to do was have a handout by shacking up. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? It's karma that you move on. It's karma that you move on at a rapid pace, that you stay aligned, okay? It's not that you're being a follower when it comes to, it's like you're empowering yourself by knowledge, okay? By becoming more knowledgeable, okay? I'm getting in spirituality. By becoming more knowledgeable in spirituality, by becoming more knowledgeable in like trusting yourself other than the people around you, okay? It's bringing you this sense of peace, okay? this sense of trust in the unknown, okay? Because you're divinely guided, okay? This is allowing you to like align to your destiny, align to a more healthy timeline, okay? It's like somebody has been stuck on a dark timeline forever. They've never been on a healthier timeline, okay? And I resonate with that, okay? I do. I've been on a healthy timeline for like maybe a few months before, but I wasn't aware about the people like around me who were throwing like negativity at me. I didn't think it existed, right? I thought that everybody had a heart like me. So that's why it's not going to work this time, because now I know the evils around me, right? I am aware, I'm enlightened on these people who want to cause me stagnancies, okay? And it's people I would have never expected. It's people I would have never expected to leave me out in the cold. Okay, but now I know how to protect my energy. Even in the midst of these people, I know how to protect my energy, okay? I shield and ground, right? I get grounded. I literally say shield and ground, okay? So now there's like a force field around me, a force field of godly light around me, okay? There's a whole bubble around me, a force field, okay? And I'm also grounded, right? You know how like when you ground a wire, okay? So now I have like a huge force field around me that like people can't penetrate it, okay? No matter what. If I know that that person has sent me something negative before, I like protect my energy in front of them. I literally feel that energy like boop, and then they get it instantly. I don't even feel it anymore. It hits the force field. What did I say? Forest. There's lots of things hidden in the forest. There's things hidden in the forest. Bodies. 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 But I already got that before. There's chemical baths going up in the air. There's chemical baths going up in the air, and then they'll drive in the forest. Like deep, thick bush, man. Way up in the forest. And then they'll drop these chemical baths where no one will ever find them. In helicopters. Or like real airtight packages, and then when they're up in the air, they'll and then cut them open. It's ooh. Clear that, please. Tower. Somebody hates that I'm intuitive because they had too many plans for me. Okay? They could want to like cause a tower moment in my life, but like that's just not going to happen. I'm way too peaceful. I don't go out enough. And I'm online way too much. These people of the past. See, like your authenticity. These people are like having, this is like reminiscing, right? These people are reminiscing about like the child, like, I'm getting like someone was just really fun. Someone was just really fun to be around. Like always just a really great time. Always just a really great energy. Like if someone were to come with some bullshit, this person would be able to like identify exactly what it was and liven up the mood. You know, it was like if somebody brought their bullshit, this person would be like, hey, listen, I see what you're doing. And instantly it'd be back to a fun time. Instantly that person would feel what they're putting out and they'd cut it out. It's like a regulation. Like this person would be able to regulate a room, regulate a space. So it's equal give and take for everybody. So everybody's having fun. And this person who's trying to bring this tower recognizes who they're being, and they literally can't do it in front of this person. It's like a regulator. So it was always just a really great time. People knew that they couldn't bring their bullshit in front of you because you'd be able to identify it. Okay, and you wouldn't be scared to say it either. And then you just go back to having fun with the people you were having fun with. People like have really great memories of you. Really great memories of you. But then they also have memories where they took this authenticity of yours and created drama for you. No reason, no reason. Everybody has shit. Everybody has their baggage. Everybody has their past. But there's something within these people of the past that just need to bring up everything you ever fucking did wrong. Okay? In order to feel good about themselves, because in their mind, they feel like you're better than them. But that's not even your problem. So they have to bring these things of the past. Or they have to bring up these emotions of the past to feel like they need to knock you down a peg. But it's like, you weren't even thinking that you were above them anyways. They were. And they think it's evening out the scales somehow. And the only thing that's doing is allowing the universe to know who's peaceful and who's not. And you're wondering why this person's so lucky, why this person always gets things, why this person has no problem. What is it? It's karma. It is equal give and take. It is exactly what's fair. Because the universe saw this person vibrating peacefully and saw what you brought them. The universe saw this person being authentic and how you treated them in the past. Here's the all-seeing eye. It's equal give and take. You think it's not fair. But it is. It is. For all the bullshit you brought this person brought you peace. Okay, this person was authentic to you. This person was like a team player, man, a team player, and all you did was cause them burdens. Or at least try to. You tried to expose this person in order to cause burdens in their life. To humiliate. I'm getting like you wanted to humiliate this person. And you're mad that this person took that, what you put them in, and made peace with it. And now you're burdened by it because you're exposed for trying to expose someone else. Yep. Remorse, regretful because this person probably cut you off and told you exactly who you were. Okay, told you the exact burdens, because I was getting an intuitive in the beginning of the reading, right? I was getting an intuitive in the beginning of the reading. So it weighs heavy on you that this person knows exactly who you are, exactly what you feel like. Okay, exactly what you wanted for them for no reason. Okay, absolutely not necessary. None of it was necessary. Yeah, this person's never coming back. This person's never coming back. You're right. You have every right to reminisce and be sad for being exposed, for trying to cause burdens, and tower moments happen in this person's life. Okay, and taking money for it and calling it equal give and take because you felt some sort of entitlement. Because you felt like this person didn't deserve something that they very much deserved. Okay, you have every right to feel this way because they're never coming back. Ever. They're never coming back. Like you sucked. You sucked. This is like a shitty friend. This is like a very vindictive, I was going to say evil. This is like a very vindictive, like nothing is going my way, so I want shit to go bad for you. This is like one of those people where like they notice you're being toxic, and they're going to allow you and fuel you to be toxic because they know that your karma is bad for being like that. Like they know that you're being a piece of shit, but they're just going to allow you to be a piece of shit so that everybody else can see it too. Like that makes you a piece of shit, right? Watching that, knowing that, and not saying anything about that makes you just as a shittiest friend as they are to this other person. It's so weird. It's so weird what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling it like you're right, they're not coming back. You're right, this person was a nurturer. You're right, this person would have been a very, 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 very great friend. You're right, the entire idea, the entire memory, the entire thought of you is a complete loss. It's a complete loss. It's a damn shame. It's a disgrace. It's like, I'm glad I cut that off when I did. Okay, I'm glad I cut that off when I did. Okay, you're right, it feels like equal give and take that they're no longer giving to you. This person feels like they can now create. Now that they cut their losses, they don't even remember you like the way that you're like having deja vu, the way that you're like remembering this person. They don't even remember you like that. All they remember is that you always tried to put them in a state of loss. You always tried to make them sad. You always tried to bring something up to make them feel like shit. That's what they remember of you. And that's just the honesty of it. Like, that's just what it is. That's what it is to like an authentic level, is like that's what it was. This is what this person remembers of you. You remember good fond times. This person remembers like, I literally had to like pull my energy back and notice that I had happiness within me. That's what you taught this person. You taught this person to stand up against adversity, laugh in the face of adversity, to be themselves, okay? 100% be themselves, because what this is a contrast of what I want, okay? This is exactly showing me what I don't want. This is exactly showing me what I need to cut off, cut my losses in order to bring in good things. In order to bring in a friendship that would be exactly like me, something in return, right? The equality of my energy, okay? And this is like a loss. This is like a, the loss of, you know how you feel when your really good friend passes away, they die? That's how this feels, but the person's still living. But the person's still living. That's the loss. Okay, because that person was fucking amazing, okay? They would have been, they could have been, or they very much were. They would have had your back. They would have had your back. They would have got you out of anything, as long as you were like honest, right? Up front. The equality of them. I'm gonna go get something because I think that it would be helpful. I'll be right back. Okay, you know the framing energy at the beginning of the reading? I went inside and I saw anonymous, right? Somebody wants to make an anonymous tip. Somebody wants to make an anonymous tip, but they don't want it leading back to them. I'm getting the towers. They don't want it leading back to them, the towers. They don't want it to like ping the tower that they're at. So they're like trying to manipulate a way where they can be close range. And now they're like fighting, they're conflicted about a third party. You taking advice. This entire group's really conflicted because like they an end of them being funded, getting a handout from you. This is burdensome for them. Tower, the towers. Somebody could have got caught, like I'm getting the towers, it's like pinging tower, but it's like someone's burdensome because they tried to create an ending for you. Have you burdened with something? Have you put in jail? Like someone tried to frame someone, but it like something about the towers has like someone pinged at a tower. Like their phone was pinged at a tower that like proves something. It proves something about this community trying to cause burdens. Creating like a path of a burden, like something to happen, like either like a raid, or like someone got binged at the police station or something. It shows where this person was at. It shows who set you up. Where this person's thing was pinged at a tower. And they switched up this story. They said that somebody else set you up and left you out in the cold. It could be this very person that you're kind of attracted to now. Right? Because they wanted you to leave this person out in the cold and switch back up, but they got you set up, man. They got you set up. And you'll see, because you'll see where something about their cell got pinged at a certain tower at a certain time. Someone could be like being like, yo, you should move away from this friend group. You should probably move away from this friend group. But this was the reason that they wanted you to leave this person out in the cold and said that they set you up, is because they wanted you to move back and reconcile. Move back to celebrate. You could have got married. They wanted you to walk away from this God-given opportunity. These past people were holding information back. They know that this would be great. They were like, I got you. Like, listen. Don't fucking listen to these people, man. Someone needs to find their independence when it comes to a group of people. They're trying to backpedal. Can't backpedal out of this one. Something like that. Okay? Something like that. You see? Okay. When you start healing, when you start empowering yourself, you start becoming free. Right? You start becoming free. Someone could have like people pleasing. Someone could be like argumentative. These are things that I used to be like, okay, this is like my book, a healing book of mine. Somebody might expect things of others, okay? Stop expecting them to be a certain way. Stop setting yourself up for disappointment, man. They're gonna disappoint you. They have a hard time not disappointing themselves. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the guilt. Someone's suffering with guilt. You feel guilty. You feel guilty for cutting these people out of your life. You wouldn't feel guilty if you knew what they were setting you up for. You wouldn't. Okay? Love yourself. Keep to yourself. They didn't care. Say if you had kids, they didn't care that you'd be put away and not able to raise your kids. Okay? They probably wanted to raise your kids for you. Fuck. That's what happened to me. Yeah, they had no problem. I'm getting like misery. They're miserable. They're shady. Okay? I'm adding something to this. Okay, so characteristics of a friend. I think I was to, oh, I circled this, okay. You might, like, if you really want to, like, if you really want to know and really want to cut out, like, if you are actually super serious about having no types of negativity around you, okay, which sometimes, like, we really have to do in order to know who we are as a person and only accept things that are up to par. Okay, if you're really serious, like I'm really serious, you might want to do this. Okay, and you might want to make a few copies of this. Okay, so I just split the page, right? There's 2 categories. Simple. What a good friend character would be for me. A friend character for me. Not a good friend character. Okay? Not a friend. They're not a friend. What would a friend be? What would a not friend be? Okay? Okay, so a friend would be upfront to me. A not friend would be shady and sneaky. Okay? I circled these because I was identifying that someone wasn't my friend, right? So that's why I'm saying you might want to make a few copies of these so that, like, if you're, like, having doubts, okay, you go get a copy and you'll circle. There. I've identified it. So you stop being in your head and, like, you know, over and over and over and replaying this over and over and over and over. That's insanity. Okay, this is just a very simple way to get it out there, right? A friend would be someone who listens. A not friend would be unnecessary drama, a shit disturber, bad listener, right? Like, they don't even comprehend what I just said. There's no way to brainstorm with these people. Okay, a good friend would be able to resolve their own problems. Okay, a bad friend would be like always coming to me with everything, not able to take advice, whatever, right? A good friend would be have a sense of humor. Okay. A bad friend would be like miserable, right? Miserable. Needing things outside of them to, like, make them happy, right? You know, the resting bitch face or the resting dick face, where, like, expecting you to try harder to make them happier, right? A good friend would be able to be accountable, right? They did something, like, and they fessed up to it, like, right away or whenever even, right? They were accountable. They held themselves accountable. A not friend would be a liar, a manipulator, okay? A good friend would be honest. A not good friend would blame others for their problems, okay? Or they blame others once they got caught, right? Like, I only did this because of so-and-so, right? That's not being accountable. A good friend would be open-minded, okay? Open-mindedness. A bad friend would be a shit talker, a gossiper, right? For, like, no constructiveness to their gossip, right? There's some people who gossip just to be a shit disturber and say some shit. There's other people who say things to be like, brainstorm, right? This person's involved in what I need to, like, understand about the situation in order to grow. It's not constructive. Okay, a good friend character might talk about people, but it'd be constructive. I'd get something out of that conversation, right? Something wise. A good friend would be authentic. They'd be truly themselves. A bad friend would be codependent, fake. You know, a good friend would have their own beliefs, their own mindset of what they've been through their life, right? Their life experience has taught them something. They got something from it, okay? And it wasn't shady. It was actually productive. It was actually, like, of light, right? Very interdependent, okay? This not a good friend would be codependent, you know? And you'll be able to understand, like, when these people are in problems and they actually try to solve it on themselves, okay? Give them the room to solve it by themselves and figure out what they figure, right? And ask them how they figured it. How do you figure that, right? You'll know how they operate. That's a good thing. Like, if you're trying to feel someone out, okay, Give them that room to show you who they are. Give them that room to, like, don't tell them exactly what to do, man. Don't do that to yourself, because then you'll never know how they actually operate and how they figure shit, right? Sometimes you'll see how they figure shit and you're like, that's fucking dark, man. How did you think that, right? I've done that before, where I've let people, like, figure their stuff out and I'm just like, ooh, we can't be friends. Okay, I don't want to inherit your karma. I do not want to inherit your karma. A good friend would fight against adversity. Okay, a good friend would know when to stand up for one's beliefs. Okay, they believe that that is right. This is what's right, and this is what I stand for. This is what I won't stand for. Okay, because now I know, and I'm not going to show the universe that I stand for that shit. I don't fucking stand for that. Right? That would be a good friend character to me. Okay? I like stubborn people. I do. Because that means that they fight against adversity. In certain senses, right? Where they're narrow-minded, I don't like stubborn people. But if they're open-minded and they fight against adversity, I like stubborn people. Okay? Some people may think that I'm stubborn, but I think I'm stubborn in the best way. And that's how I just explained it. Okay? A not good friend would join the crew, join the adverse for whatever reason. Say it's money, status, whatever reason, right? This would be like selling your soul. This person would never sell their soul. A good friend. Okay? A follower of someone else's beliefs. A bad friend would be a follower of someone else's beliefs. And okay, you see men who look up to their dads, you see women who look up to their moms do this all the time. Okay? We're like generation after generation after generation after generation after generations looking up to their parent. They're not even following their own beliefs of their own life experience. They're putting their parents' experience, okay, beliefs over their own, which is probably their parents and their parents and their parents, which no longer applies to this time, this age, this, whatever you call it. It's like no longer applicable, and you're still using it above your own. Why? Like, there's certain things that we need to take from our parents and make it our own, based off our own experiences, based off our own trial and error. And that's like the growth, right? That's the growth. That's what's supposed to be taught. Okay? Only certain things are supposed, or just the lessons are supposed to be by the book. Okay? If I'm to read something, I'm supposed to make it my own after I read it. Okay, this is what I understand from that. This is what makes sense in a positive manner. That's what I'm going to take from that. I'm not going to take it word for fucking word. I'm going to make it my own. Right? Based on what I know to be true, what I believe to be true. So that's a good way to know. Sorry, I just kind of went off on one. This is a good way to know who's a good friend, who's not a good friend. This is like for the serious people who really want to get down to it. Okay? Because if you do this and if you actually do this accurately, okay, you'll realize that you have no fucking friends. Okay? That's why I just talked to my grandmother. Okay? Because I took this shit serious. Super serious. Okay? If God's the only one who has my back, if the ancestors are the only ones who have my back, if my grandmother is the only one who has my back, then so be it. So be it. So yeah, I've spoke about that before. That's me literally showing you it, how I did that. Okay? And the outcome of it was like, I'm still standing. Who sings that song? Who sings that song? Ooh, they're not going to tell me. Not going to tell me. Picking up the pieces of my life without you by my side. Something like that. It's like, you probably just had the same DOC as these friends. I mean, smoking. You probably smoke. people are holding information back from you. That this person would like pour strength into you. Okay? And they know it. They know it. They know it. They could have had a relationship with them back in the day, or they could be like a relative of theirs or something. But like in the part of this reading where I said like they feel like they lost out on something, okay, it's because they know they've experienced this. It's only you clear that. It's only you who hasn't. They know what it is. They know it's a gift. They know it made them stronger. They know that they held back information in order to manipulate so that you'd walk away and reconcile with people from the past.